last on the list is The Long Kiss Goodnight. Have I seen this movie? No. So let me go watch The Long Kiss Goodnight and see if this kiss was long enough to be a goodnighter. Ooh, last movie. The Long Kiss Goodnight. What is it about? It's about a woman who has had amnesia for 8 years. All she remembers is being pregnant, 2 months into her pregnancy, on the side of the road. And 8 years later, she's trying to live a great life. But then some memories are starting to come back. Some people recognize people. And all of a sudden, her memory comes back and she realizes what she is. And Samuel L. Jackson in this movie is basically a private eye who's been helping her try to figure out her identity from the past. So what I like about this movie, funny thing, it's also directed by the same person that did Deep Blue Sea. This is a completely different movie. This is actually written by Shane Black, who is doing the new Predator, who did The Nice Guys, and who also directed Iron Man 3, which Iron Man 3... awful movie in my opinion, one of the worst. But now we're diving off. So what's good about The Long Kiss Goodnight? It is a fun action movie that, of course, doesn't take itself too seriously as well. There's actually some smart, witty dialogue in this movie and some twists and turns you don't see coming. Geena Davis, who's the star of this movie, does it pretty good with her multiple personalities of Samantha and Charlie, how she kind of interplays with them at multiple times during the story. So that's kind of fun. The action in this movie is actually directed pretty well, with some of the scenes of shootouts, a massive explosion at the end, of cars flying down. Of course, it's 1994, 96 movie. I think it's 1996. So CGI is kind of ridiculous with the green screen, but I could see he tried to do everything as real as possible. And you can only... I think the explosion's real, but where they're driving away and you see the green screen behind, that is fake. But other than that, smart, fun action movie with her trying to figure out everything. Of course, another U.S. government plot. Do those get old? I think so, because unless the U.S. government is really doing all this weird stuff. But I don't know. I'll never know. So what's kind of bad about this movie? It is 2 hours long. It doesn't need to be 2 hours long. Not really. There's some parts that can be taken out. Some of the pacing is a little weird. And some character choices, again, are kind of dumb. And you're like, what's going on? And also, character choices, let's go with there. This whole scenario of bad guys are just walking into train stations and just spraying everyone down. Totally missing their target by hitting every single innocent civilian in the building except the 2 people with the gun. It's like, I just killed everyone except the 2 people I need to. I killed 100 people and I needed to kill 2 people, but I accidentally killed 100 people. That scenario in movies are starting to get old, but again, this is an old 1996 movie, but they still do it today. A bad guys literally just going ham in train stations and malls and churches and trying to think of other scenarios in this movie, but you're just like, come on, let's be smart, because now the cops are coming, and then you have SWAT team, and you have the real FBI that's not corrupt in the U.S. government, as well as other government agencies are going to try to get you. You're not going to make it far, so how about you be smart with who you try to kill, but hey, you got to make that to make some badass set pieces, I guess. So The Long Kiss Goodnight. It's actually a fun story, good acting, directing. It is some hardcore stuff in there. Bad. Some character choices again, as well as just bad guy choices, I guess. It blows my mind on some of the stupidity of that as well. And of course, like I said before, pacing's a little off in some scenes. Didn't need to be a 2-hour movie, no. But hey, what can you do? And also, the ending kind of was weird as well. Samuel L. Jackson end scene of what he's in it for. But I don't know. Who knows? It's one of those things where you just shrug it off. But anywho, The Long Kiss Goodnight will also receive a 3.5 out of 5 blue Futons, which equals to 70%. Now let's see what critics and user scores gave The Long Kiss Goodnight. Alright, The Long Kiss Goodnight. Critics is 68%. User scores a 70% with no critic consensus. So this movie actually has, that's interesting, 53 critics reviews. So I think it should have a critic consensus. So I found that kind of interesting. But yeah, I'm actually right on the dot on this one. I think it's the first time ever with actually the user scores. Pretty cool with the critics. So this is one of the movies where I think it's universally liked for what it is. And I forgot to say before, some of the scenes is funny, especially at the very beginning where Samuel Jackson's like, okay, you be my cover, and a grenade comes and he's like, F it, just run! And they run out of the building and they're shooting. So it's actually some fun set pieces as well. in this movie, and it's pretty cool. So anywho, do you agree with my 70% as well as the audience score 70%? Are the critics 68%? Chase out the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this Blue Futon Utopia. You Blue Futonians, thank you for watching and have a great day. Woo! Finally done with all 3 Samuel L. Jackson movies, even though I think he has 175,000 movie credits to his name. But anyway, The Long Kiss Goodnight. Why was it called that? I don't know. I got nothing. It's just a cool title, I guess. The Long Goodnight. Good night.